Do you wish this was you? If so, keep watching. So you're probably here because you want to learn how to backflip and you're either too scared or you don't know how. And I hope that you have the confidence to try it because it's really easier than a lot of other flips. It's easier than front flip. Everyone's like, let me learn front flips first. Front flips are way harder than back flips, and you can get way more hurt on a front flip because they're harder to rotate on. So a back flip, the reason they're safer is you have a lot less time upside down. So let's say when you flip, you're leaving the ground like this, and then when you rotate around, you can just put your legs in front of you and like land like that. So basically, to start off learning backflips, you want to get the science. We're doing this scientifically. Okay, so the backflip is you're taking energy from down below you up over your head, and you're pulling up into a low ball. So it should look like this. That was a bad one. So basically is you want to have as much energy going over your head when you get to the top, and when you curl up, that it's basically doing this like that, but the other way. So the steps, how to get used to them. I recommend to try them first. If you have a pool, that would be great. You should learn how to do them on trampoline first. If you don't know how to do them on trampoline, find a trampoline. If you're convinced you don't need a trampoline, I believe in you. If you listen to everything I say, you should be able to do a backflip by the end of this video, if you listen to me. But starting off, for people that's scared, is you should have a pool, a trampoline, a hill, maybe a step, a curb, go to the beach. I learned on a hill. All these places are great. So if you have a pool, what I want you to do is I want you to practice the backwards dive. Go to the side of the pool, and just dive in backwards. Now get used to that. That will get you really over the fear, because you're basically just forcing yourself to land on your head in the water, and that's what got me over the fear of rotating backwards. So once you get that down, start to go higher and higher and higher until like you're basically just dolphining backwards into the pool. And then what you want to do is backwards dive and tuck up. So when you tuck on a backflip, one mistake that I got wrong is I started to tuck up here. Now you can tuck up here if your momentum is very powerful, but I find it better if you tuck down here and kind of pull on your legs a little bit. You become a smaller ball, and so you rotate quicker. After you're over the pool, just start throwing backflips into the pool. Just start backflip tucking. You'll start to notice you're landing on your feet a little more. When you get into the comfort zone, I recommend definitely taking it to the grass. Another big tip would be to not have shoes on, because the shoes will add weight farther away from you, and it's harder to bring that weight in to rotate. So without shoes down there, your weight comes more to the center and you rotate quicker. Now, to start off, the basic motion is you're taking your hands from the floor and up over your head. Now take your arms to lock. If you don't believe me, right now jump in the air and do this. You'll notice it wants to flip you. It already wants to flip you. Now, it's that energy that when you turn and you curl up will force you over. Another thing is you want to jump only about yay high. That's as high as you're jumping, and you'll land it. So basically, after you get over the fear of going to the pool, take it out the pool. So I recommend either getting a hill. I learned on a hill, or go to the beach. The beach is a great place because the sand's nice and soft. If you got a sky zone or a trampoline park, they got padded flooring. That's a great place to learn it. I don't recommend using like a mattress, putting a mattress on the floor. I always had issues with the mattresses. I don't get good spring, and you don't learn right. Another thing you can do is this. get one of those. Basically, it just raises you up a little more. It gives you more time to rotate. If you don't have the confidence to backflip on the floor, I doubt you'll have the confidence to do it off this, but it will make it easier. I'll demonstrate. Seems a little flimsy right here, but I'm just gonna throw it. Oh, this is scary. Oh. Okay. Now that I didn't land that, let me talk to you about how to avoid getting hurt. The best thing to do is make sure you're spotting your landing. When you're upside down, you're looking up over your head. You point your head where you want to go. That's the basic for everything. When you spin your body around, you jump up and spin, you're not looking this way to spin this way, you're looking that way. So you look up over your head and you'll see the floor come around. Now when the floor comes around, naturally if you're starting these out new, you're gonna stick your hands out and your feet out and you're gonna land. Now you're just gonna land on your hands and knees, and I promise you, if you do that, they don't hurt. It will not hurt you, okay? Now, if you freak out and you open your arms when you're upside down, you might potentially land on your neck. That's why you have to be confident and you have to listen to everything I'm telling you. Every backflip on my channel so far that I have not done was probably taught by me. So, I know in my very first video, my two friends did backflip off of a sandy hill. They didn't land it, but they did not get hurt, and that's what I'm talking about. They were perfectly fine. So, once you get the fundamentals of that, it takes power. It takes power and practice. You might not get it first try, and you might not rotate first try, and it takes repetition. Do it every day. So I used to go out for I'd try 10 times a day, and I noticed my power getting more and more better. So that's something to look forward to. And another quick tip I can give you is make sure you grab your knees right here. Grab and tuck. I'll do a quick one again for you. Notice me grab my knees. That'll really give you the speed you need to get around. And if you get really good at these, you won't need to grab your knees, you'll just have the power already. So, watch my hands, notice my hands. So it's just practice. One thing I want to definitely talk to you about is don't be scared. Backflips are the basis of life. You can't backflip, then why are you here? Okay. But it is pretty cool to do backflips. So that's why you should go out and try this. That's basically all the tips I can give you. If you have any personal questions, make sure you leave a comment and I will respond to it. And if you need any more help, I'll put my social media down below, or you can ask me for my social media, and we can talk back and forth if you need any personal tips. If you guys want any other tutorials on how to front flip, side flip, I guess we can do a round off to backflip. Leave a comment below, leave it a like. If this video gets 10 likes, I'll do a 360 backflip off of my roof. Other people know it as a fool. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.